Hi, everybody. JJ here. Welcome back. Well, Trump continues to crash out over the Epstein files. It's pretty funny, but very serious as well, of course. But he continues to deny. These are the headlines. We're going to start off with this one, which is a few days old, and then some other ones leading up to right now. Jeffrey Epstein's friends sent him bawdy letters for a 50th birthday album. One was from Donald Trump. The leather-bound book was compiled by Ghislaine Maxwell. The president says the letter is a fake thing. And what's more than that, you might already know this too, but there are more headlines beyond this. Trump sues Wall Street Journal as he continues to crash out over Epstein's story. Donald Trump is furious at the newspaper for publishing a story about his allegedly cozy relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And obviously, it went on for so long, his relationship with Epstein, that a lot of people know about it. So the question is, who's going to come forward? And people do seem to be coming forward about this. Look at this in The Independent. Epstein's former model girlfriend claims disgraced financier and sex offender was once best friends with Trump. So it's hardly a secret. Or, as I said, people are documenting this, or they were together for so long in different contexts. This video, this photographs, which you might have seen, but also people who knew. And the cover up continues here. Tulsi Gabbard feeds MAGA and Obama conspiracy amid Epstein blowback. So this is what came out. This is what Trump countered with, and using his propaganda people to put this out, including Tulsi. Let's go back to the original story to catch up. The Wall Street Journal, who did have this original story, and Trump just said it's BS, but they would not have written this, I don't think, unless they were pretty sure. This is the Wall Street Journal here. Credibility's at stake, and Trump is suing about this. So it says it was Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday, and Ghislaine, is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine? I've seen people say either, but I'm going to say Ghislaine because it seems right. Maxwell was preparing a special gift to mark the occasion. She turned to Epstein's family and friends. One of them was Donald Trump. Maxwell collected letters from Trump and dozens of Epstein's other associates for a 2003 birthday album. So quite a long time ago. His past catching up with him. Could this lead to his downfall? Could this be the thing that actually leads to Trump's downfall? He seems to have lost supporters over this. MAGA people very angry about this. So this is according to documents reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. Pages from the leather-bound album assembled before Epstein was first arrested in 2026 are among the documents examined by Justice Department officials who investigated Epstein and Maxwell years ago, according to people who have reviewed. The president's past relationship with Epstein is at a sensitive moment. No kidding. So the letter bearing Trump's name, which was reviewed by the journal, is bawdy like others in the album. It contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with heavy marker. A pair of small arcs denotes the woman's breasts, and the future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair. The letter concludes, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Gee, I wonder what secrets that could be associating with, one of the most infamous predators in US history. We can say that because it was huge, what he was involved in. In an interview with the Journal on Tuesday evening, Trump denied writing the letter or drawing the picture, and as we know, he sued after that. "This is not me," he says. "This is a fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story." As I said, they would not have gone live with this. I mean, this is not a really left-leaning organization or media outlet. What's the reason that they want to take down Trump? They don't really want to take down Trump. Rupert Murdoch certainly wouldn't, I would say. "I never wrote a picture in my life." I don't draw pictures of women. He said, "It's not my language, it's not my words." He told the journal he was preparing to file a lawsuit if it published an article. "I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal just like I sued everyone else," he said. And he has been suing other media organizations. So these are the free speech people, right? These are the people who said, "Oh, we're all about free speech." And then they sue every organization. He's suing every organization that he doesn't like what they say after saying that he's a free speech advocate, and they always say that during the campaign. And then this is what happens. Allegations that Epstein had been sexually abusing girls became public in 2006, and he was arrested that year. And so he talks about his death there. That's another story, of course. The letters are uncovered, and it seems like they definitely had a relationship there and secrets between them. All right, so let's move on to the suing. So Donald Trump is suing. Trump sues Wall Street Journal as he continues to crash out over Epstein's story. And Donald is furious at the newspaper for publishing a story about his allegedly cozy relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, which is like the worst kept secret. It's not a secret, but he continues to deny it. It's quite unbelievable. It's like digging a hole, keeps digging and denying this and saying everything's fake. And people know it's not fake. He was arrested for it. Didn't quite get to the sentence that was wanted. And Maxwell is in prison. What's she in prison for if there's no client list? And Donald Trump, there's so many documented incidents of, being at Mar-a-Lago and places like that between the two. They definitely knew each other, and he's kind of dismissing that they really even knew each other very well. Donald Trump just made good on his threat to sue the Wall Street Journal for reporting on his lewd birthday note to alleged sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Alleged, I mean, come on. The president filed a lawsuit in Miami court Friday against Dow Jones, News Corp, Rupert Murdoch, and two Wall Street Journal reporters. So this is Rupert Murdoch's notoriously far right. Well, he used to be far right, but now the Trump administration and various Trump staffers, like Stephen Miller, are so far to the right that even Rupert Murdoch doesn't look that far right these days. The Journal reported Thursday that in 2003, Trump penned Epstein a bawdy note. We've seen that. So Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal, and Rupert Murdoch personally were warned direct by President Trump that the supposed letter they printed by President Trump to Epstein is fake. Capital letters, and if they print it, they will be sued, he wrote. Trump said he insisted that the letter was fake, but that the publication had proceeded with the false, malicious, and defamatory story anyway. President Trump will be suing the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Mr. Murdoch shortly, Trump wrote. And if this actually continues, I mean, it's only going to probably get worse for Trump if this goes through a court case and everything. He just doesn't know when to shut up about this. It was so obvious that he was friends with Epstein. Of course, the flight logs, hiding the Epstein list. He can't release it in full for obvious reasons, I think. I mean, how many people don't think that? He's saying that the Democrats made it up too. I mean, there'll be Democrats in the list, surely. It's just left and right people on this list. So that's probably why Democrats weren't that fussed about releasing it or didn't want it, because, names have been mentioned like Bill Clinton. I mean, given his history too, would anybody be really surprised by that? And, the flight logs, there's multiple people, including Donald Trump, on the flight logs, not apparently going to the island, but, there are lots of places in the world. And Epstein had a huge ranch as well. And, they travel all the time, these people, these very wealthy people on their own jets. Epstein's former model girlfriend claims disgraced financier and sex offender was once best friends with Trump. Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were best friends who were up to no good. A model who dated the disgraced financier claims as the president tries to distance himself from the Epstein case. They were best friends. Stacey Williams, who dated Epstein for several months in the 90s, Williams publicly accused Trump of groping her in Trump Tower in 1993 in front of Epstein. He denied these allegations. That was his bro. That was his wingman, she said of Trump to Epstein. Throughout the 4 or 5 months he dated the financier, Trump's name came up a lot. Williams recalled to CNN's Barbara Kaler, the only friend that he would mention every time we saw each other or had a phone conversation was Donald, she said. They were very close and they were up to no good. She goes on to detail what happened there in an encounter with Trump where he was blatantly really molesting her in front of Epstein, and it was in an office as well. I'm not going to go into the details there, but amazing that Trump is even still denying that he knew Epstein well when it was so obvious. Trump loyalists are doing their best. So she's the director of national intelligence as well, has claimed to have uncovered a treasonous conspiracy in the Obama administration to stoke Russian election claims. Why are they coming up with this now? It's obvious ploy at trying to cover up, to distract. So they're really clutching at straws here, trying to come up with things to distract from the Epstein files and Trump. And Donald Trump seems to be trying to come up with different stories to distract even Rosie O'Donnell, a feud with Rosie O'Donnell. But even MAGA supporters don't seem to be buying it at this stage, although a lot of podcasters seem to have got the word down from Trump himself or people associated with Trump to, not talk about this anymore. Charlie Kirk was like, "Oh, I trust them and let's move on," kind of thing. And that's another such a blatant thing, really, isn't it? So, what do you think of this? Do you think there's a cover up? Do you think that they're ever going to release the files in full? It seems like they couldn't. Trump can't. So, you might be trying to hope that this all goes away, but it's not going away. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And I'm going to put a related video on screen right now. If you want to go and see that, do go and see that now. And also a subscribe link on screen. Do subscribe if you want to get more of these kinds of politics videos from me in the very near future. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.